Beneath the quiet surface of the Mediterranean, where sunlight fades into deep blue mystery, lies some of humanity's most profound time capsule-less ancient shipwrecks, resting undisturbed for millennia. These vessels, once vibrant with life, purpose, and cargo, now sleep silently on the seafloor. Yet within their ruined hulls, they preserve echoes of civilizations long past testimonies to commerce, craftsmanship, and culture that shaped the ancient world. Among the most remarkable of these submerged relics are the Uluburun and Antikythera shipwrecks, two extraordinary discoveries that have transformed our understanding of history. Not merely sunken vessels, they are windows into epochs of brilliance and ingenuity. The story begins in 1982, off the southern coast of modern-day Turkey. There, a sponge diver made a startling discovery near the small town of Kaşa shipwreck from the late 14th century BCE, the heart of the Bronze Age. That ship would come to be known as the Uluburun wreck, and it would soon be hailed as one of the greatest archaeological finds of the 20th century. Scholars believe the ship hailed from either Canaan or Cyprus, great powers of the eastern Mediterranean. But it was the cargo that stunned the world. Nearly 10 tons of copper ingots from Cyprus and 1 ton of tin, possibly from as far away as Afghanistan. These raw materials, when combined, created bronze, the metal that defined the era, used for tools, weapons, and art across the ancient world. But that was just the beginning. The wreck also contained ivory from Africa, ebony wood, gold jewelry, and delicate glass beads, all likely intended for royal courts or noble households. Pottery, tools, and weapons gave scholars a rare glimpse into daily life aboard such a vessel. And most intriguingly, the origins of these items pointed to a vast network of trade stretching from Egypt and Mesopotamia to Mycenaean Greece and the Anatolian coast. This was no isolated merchant. It was a floating embassy of commerce, a symbol of an ancient world far more interconnected than once believed. The Uluburun wreck single-handedly rewrote our understanding of Bronze Age diplomacy and trade. But while Uluburun whispered secrets from the ancient East, another shipwreck discovered much earlier in 1900 would shock the world with a very different revelation: the stunning technological genius of the Hellenistic world. That wreck, found off the coast of Antikythera, a small island between Crete and the Greek mainland, dates to the 1st century BCE. It had been en route to Rome, likely from Rhodes or Asia Minor, when a storm sent it to the bottom of the Aegean. Its cargo, a treasure trove of bronze and marble statues, fine jewelry, glassware, and pottery masterpieces meant for elite Roman patron. But nestled among the wreckage was something unlike anything ever seen before: a corroded lump of bronze that, when examined decades later, would reveal itself as the Antikythera Mechanism. Often called the world's first computer, this astonishing device consisted of dozens of interlocking bronze gear. Once cleaned and analyzed, scholars realized it had been used to track the movements of the stars and planets, predict eclipses, and even calculate the dates of the Olympic Games. Its complexity would not be matched until the development of modern clockwork some 1,400 years later. How could such precision engineering exist in the ancient world? The Antikythera Mechanism shattered long-held assumptions about classical science. It proved that the minds of antiquity were not merely philosophical, but mechanical, capable of building tools that rivaled the genius of the Renaissance. Together, the Uluburun and Antikythera shipwrecks are more than archaeological wonder. They are monuments to human ambition, to a time when merchants crossed seas without maps, when artisans shaped beauty from raw material, and when scientists centuries ahead of their time gazed at the stars and built machines to understand them. They remind us that the ancient world was not primitive, but profound. They speak of a world in which Afghan tin, Cypriot copper, Egyptian gold, and Greek artistry all moved across shared route, where cultural exchange wasn't a modern invention, but a reality shaped by thousands of voyages and millions of hands. And as our tools for exploration improve, deep-sea robotics, sonar mapping, AI-assisted analysis, archaeologists continue to unlock secrets buried for millennia. Each discovery adds another stroke to the great canvas of human history. Today, these shipwrecks are not only studied but honored. The Uluburun's cargo is displayed in museums, meticulously cataloged and preserved. The Antikythera Mechanism, once a puzzle of rusted metal, is now reconstructed through digital imaging and 3D modeling, its mystery still being unraveled, its story still unfolding. As we gaze upon these silent vessels, resting beneath the waves, we are reminded of the fragility of time and the durability of human legacy. The sea may guard its secrets, but it also preserves them for those patient and passionate enough to search.